Hey guys, welcome back to the Yorkshire Modeller, and it's time for channel update number 2. So in channel update number 1, I said I had ideas for what I wanted with the room. Well, you can see the room's all decorated now. I've got all the pictures and everything up over this side here. I've got my table still here, so the setup as far as you guys are concerned and what you can see is exactly the same as what it was before. Now though, I've got another camera. So I've got a camera that is solely pointing at my table. What that means is I don't have to keep cutting and splicing when I'm editing the videos. So it makes life easier for me. So I don't have to go, let's point everything down at the table and let's get started, and then move loads of stuff around. I can just edit everything seamlessly. Also, the editing software I was using was the free Movie Maker on Windows. I've now got a new computer, so I've been able to download some better software so I can do multi-camera editing. So it's going to make the whole experience a lot better for you guys watching the videos, because you won't have to be thinking I'm cutting between, looking straight at you on this camera and then having to move it over into this side and point it down at the table, and everything should be a little bit more kind of seamless than it has been in the past. Just to give you an idea on what I mean, or just to give you an idea on how things are going to go going forward. Camera's recording my face. What's this one? This is issue 5 of the Spitfire, so that's that there. But then I can show you the magazine on the table as well. Go through the magazine like that, show you all the parts, go through the instructions, and I can also show you the history, which I've not actually been doing, which I should have been. All the models I build, the Bismarck and the Spitfire and the F40, they all have history behind them, obviously. Spitfires being the plane that pretty much won Britain the Second World War, at least the Battle of Britain anyway, and Bismarck, all the history behind her as well. So it just means that I can show you what's going on here as well, and then go through all the parts that we get as well coming up in the next issue. On top of that, it also means that when I build everything on the table just here, build it all, these are the 2 crosses so I know where the center point is, so I can make sure that everything's in the middle. That's another problem I had recording on my phone. I wasn't able to get, I had to keep kind of leaning down to look to see if you guys could see what I was recording, which is why there was a lot of kind of up and down with things. Now, because I've got the camera, I've got my phone here so I can see what I'm doing with my face, and I've got my webcam linked up on my computer, so I've got a monitor kind of showing me what I can see. I know that so long as all my parts are around this kind of area sort of here, you guys can see what I'm building. Also, I can actually, this is the engine of the F40 as far as we've got it now. Issue 11 and 12 of the F40 aren't out, so this is a bit of a spoiler, sorry. But yeah, this is like the engine of the F40 that we've got up to now. So it just shows that you can see what I'm doing here. I am going to be getting I've got another smartphone that I'm going to use in this corner, just an old iPhone that I'm going to put in another corner, so I've got 3 different angles that I can record from. So then you've got that there, so I can show you, for example, inside the transmission of the F40. Just something else as well, something small. Now this has been bugging me, the engine of the Spitfire. The reason this has been bugging me is because every time I've tried to record a video just on my phone and moving it all around, I've had to really lean down, because obviously if you're looking at a phone screen and you're not looking at it straight on, it kind of blacks the screen out a little bit because the screen's polarized. So I've not been able to see exactly what you can see, and it's only been when I've been editing the videos that I've known if you can see what I've done properly, or you can see the parts or not. Because I've got this new setup, I can hold that there, a little bit closer actually, and know that you guys can see all the parts that are on there. So, it just makes my life a bit easier, because I don't have to worry about trying to lean down and see what you guys can see. Wheel of the F40 as well. You can see there, if I hold that just a little bit close to the camera, you can see the details. Can you see the racing, ON Racing on the wheel just there as well? Is that a bit too close? No, you see, you can still make it out. It's still focusing properly, and that's really close to the camera. That's probably 6 inches away from the camera. just means that things are going to be a bit more professional. I've got the proper lighting set up now as well, which is why everything looks a lot better in terms of lighting. And it's all, I've done a few, since I got the new computer and the new webcam and the Audacity and the lights and everything, I've done a few camera tests to see that this works properly, and I'm very happy with the results, and hopefully you guys will be when the videos start coming up again as well. Now we've got issue 10 of the F40 that should be coming out in the next couple of days. I think that's coming up tomorrow, and I've got 11 and 12 that are going to be up by the end of this week as well. They've all been recorded. Those videos up to issue 12 of the F40 have been recorded using the old setup, so it's just the camera and it's moving about here, there and everywhere. Issue 13 of the F40, issue 7 of the Spitfire, and issue 59 of the Bismarck onwards, from those issues onwards, are all going to be this new setup, so things are going to be a lot better. I'm not going to do another update when I get the other smartphone, the other, so here actually, old iPhone there. That one is probably going to be used as my third camera. I'm not going to do another channel update when that all comes through, don't worry about that. Just going to make sure that everything's set up, everything's set up properly, and yeah, I'm very happy with everything. I just wanted to give you an update on basically where we were, where I am as a channel. I'm hoping to start growing a little bit more now, to get more subscribers. So, if you are a subscriber to the Yorkshire Modeller, thank you very much. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. And if you've got any model building friends, or you've got people that might want to get into modelling, scale modelling, send them over. Get them to subscribe. The videos are going to start going back to normal as well. I'm still waiting on the next pack for all 3 models, so from Panini and the 2 from Hachette. Things are going to start to progress a little bit more now. The videos are still going to stay the same as they were. Friday for the Ferrari, Saturday for the Bismarck, Sunday for the Spitfire, once these new packs start coming in and things start getting a bit more regular. Now as well is a brilliant time to get into scale modelling. So like I say, if you know anybody that has thought about it, that wants to get into it, or if you're watching this video and you've never done it before. Now obviously most of you that are watching this video are going to be people that have built scale models before, or you've dabbled. If you've never built scale models before, come and watch. The models that I build are all part works. Now the Spitfire you can still get from issue 1, the F40 you can as well. The Bismarck you can't, you can only get those from issue 45. But if you wanted to do the Bismarck, eBay, I'm sure there's loads on eBay, so you can always try there. I'm going to see what new models come available, new part works come available as well, so we can start to get a little bit more on the channel, maybe a 4th build eventually as well, but we'll see on that one. That's not like set in stone. I'm quite happy with what I've got up to now with the 3 that I'm building. But yeah, like I say, if you know anybody that wants to get into scale modelling, or is now's a good time with the pandemic and everything, people are locked at home. Britain, we're starting to come out of it. Hopefully from the 1st of June I should be back in full-time work, which is going to be weird after having 10 weeks off work with the pandemic. But yeah, now's a brilliant time to get into it for people that are stuck in the house. It's something that I've really enjoyed, is building these models and recording these videos for you guys. So you can see how I do it. Some of these builds are now going to be behind everybody else, because obviously I've had to subscribe to them online and there's been a few issues there. But now's a brilliant time to get into scale modelling. It really is, because it's creative. It sets your mind somewhere, so if you do have any issues with controlling your thoughts, or if you have any mental health issues, things like that, you can kind of focus. It helps a little bit to focus. Model building got me through some really dark times in my life, which obviously I've mentioned in previous videos, but it's a brilliant hobby, and I thoroughly enjoy it, and I hope you guys are going to carry on following these building yourself, or sending people over to the Yorkshire Modeller that might want to get into scale modelling. So yeah, as I say, issue 10, 11 and 12 of the F40 will be up this coming week. Issues 7, 8, 9 and 10 of the Spitfire hopefully will be here soon. Same with 59, 60, 61 and 62 of the Bismarck. I've heard that Hachette are only sending out 2 issues at a time at the minute to their subscribers. We'll see when that comes, but I'm going to try and keep the Yorkshire Modeller on Facebook updated as much as I can from now on. So that's pretty much it for channel update number 2. The room's set up, lighting set up, computer set up, cameras all set up, you know, so yeah, it's all good. So as always, please remember to like, share and subscribe to the Yorkshire Modeller for more weekly model building geekiness when these models all start coming through. Normally it'll be back to weekly videos, but until next time, please remember guys, stay safe and happy modelling.